Hello, welcome to the report 3 by group 2 in this course. So, as we had explained in our earlier reports, our first meeting with the sponsor was kind of delayed by the sponsor themselves. So, we were basically running one sprint behind. But to tackle this problem, we decided to do 1 week sprints for the past 3 weeks and then continue with a regular 2 week sprints from now on. So this is the reason why in this report we'll be submitting both our Sprint 2 and Sprint 3 work. During the Sprint 2, our sponsor basically expected us to create the entire UI of the desktop application. No functionalities, just the desktop UI of the WPF application, which included creating multiple buttons, drop down menus, certain tabs to view some canvases, some panels on the application, and stuff like that. So there are multiple UI elements basically designed and implemented in this section itself. Moving on to the sprint 3, basically we received some feedback from the user about the UI, and we were requested to make certain changes. One of them was to create a welcome page before the user is taken to the main page of the application. So some team members have worked on the welcome page in sprint 3. There were other team members who were requested to enhance the table design, which will be shown in just a second. I'll show you. And so there were some team members working on the table UI. There were some members tasked with making the application more responsive and using the JSON data basically from the user. The main task assigned in this sprint to us basically was creating an OpenGL and OpenTK interactable viewer. So basically, it's a main viewer where the entire main application logic is nested into the app basically, and it will contain various diagrams which the user will be able to interact, and that's the main goal for the sponsor in this application. So I'll quickly now take you to the app that we have done in the past 2 weeks basically. So this is the welcome page that I was talking about. It explains very briefly about what steps the sponsor is basically providing to their own clients. And basically, you need to import a JSON file for this. For now, we haven't implemented any functionality, so we could just cancel and move on, which takes us to the actual main page of the application. Over here, we have, as you can see, made the UI a little more pleasing, a little more right, I would say, as per the sponsor's requirements. There is an import file button, which again takes you to import a new file to load a new diagram if you would like. And then there are these different panels which whose functionality will be included later, but we have the UI ready for them now. This is the table UI that our team has worked on, which is a scrollable table basically, and it will basically import the data from a JSON file. Right now, this is a hard-coded values just so that the sponsor could have an idea of how the UI would look, but later on the JSON data will be fetched into this table, and then we have some other buttons to interact with this table over here. This is the main application logic. So based on the JSON data on the table, this diagram is going to be created. This again is a static hard-coded diagram for now, which later will be based on the JSON data from the sponsor. So over here we have multiple rectangles and lines, and this OpenTK window, small window over here, which can be zoomed in, zoomed out, and interacted with basically. So yes, that is what we have done in the past sprint. Thank you so much.